Greetings. Welcome to yet another Steampunk Lamp. This is not a recent build. This is something I built about a year ago. I saw this bulb. It's a decorative bulb at an Ace Hardware at my local shop, and really liked it. It certainly gives off the look like an old vacuum tube. The larger kind you would usually see in transmitters, and so I thought, well, immediately I have to do something with that. So this is kind of my classic style steampunk lamp, which I really like. Consistent with a lot of old vintage electronics. This has a wood case. And I don't remember, I think it was several years ago, I got a box full of old wooden cigar boxes. I was doing things like, kind of reforming them and mounting them to walls, and they would, after picking up my mail, I'd throw them in the little mailbox, the cigar box, and then, near my desk, so that one day, whenever I decided to pay my bills, I'd just grab them and open them. I used them as little filing cabinets. I had another one for my, the crap that you carry in your wallet, your pocket, like your wallet and keys and, other things like that. And I won't make any silly jokes. And then somehow I decided to use one as a base for a lamp. And so that's when the idea started. And this particular one, see, what I was doing originally is I was polishing them up. I was putting lacquer and giving them real nice look. And I did that to this one. And toward the end, as I was working on installing one of the fittings, I botched it up, and of course, got really pissed off and thought I ruined everything. And then I thought, I could just, why not give it an older rustic look? And so by doing that, actually it might have been here, you can actually kind of see how well it looks worn. You can see the wood grain with just some remnants of polish there, and there's a little bit more down on the bottom under the little vacuum tube like thing. And then I left some of the old stickers. I did this with a sanding block, and it's smooth as silk. I didn't even leave a coat on here at all. Wiring's in the back. That's not the part we don't look at that part. But I ended up giving it a real nice wear to it, weathering to it, and you can see the dovetail binding in it, which just is pretty darn fantastic. So what did we do here? Okay, so, one of my little secrets, which I'll leave out. Well, I won't leave it out. I'll tell you. Okay, so remember back in the day, whenever you bought a cell phone, you got a cell phone charger, a charger with a wire attached to it. I might have mentioned this before, but those produce a perfect little 5-volt direct current. And they're like, I don't know, 2-3 milliamperes or something like that. And they're great for driving little, just a few LEDs. And I have some ideas for some larger transformers for running some higher amounts, multiple LEDs for different purposes and stuff like that. But anyhow, cell phone charger. So there's a wire in there that goes to the little transformer, which is a cell phone charger, powers the LED. And I can't remember if I put this in parallel or series, but connected to the gauge. This is actually a DC Milliampere's gauge. It is not an accurate reading. Actually, it should have been. It might be. Anyhow, I don't remember what I did with the circuit in there, but there's obviously inside of each side of the tube is actually one of the sides has the resistor for the LEDs there in series here. And then there's probably, I think, another resistor that goes to the meter as well. I love these long throw switches because they're just, you know, they have just, it's not too much and not too little of a throw on that. I have some others where I use the shorter ones and they're heavy throw, and, you know, practically tip the darn lamp over when, you know, turning them on. But, you know, it just makes a really neat effect, you know, for a mechanical guy like me, just to have something that looks cool like that. I just think it's just so awesome. I'm not selling this one. I don't know if the price is right. I had a vintage store, at an antique store. I found some knurled nuts. I'm sorry, bolts. Knurled screws, I think they're called. They actually do have a particular shape and a stopper that worked perfectly for holding the gauge in. Not accurate for the time, but nevertheless, very cool. So just above the base, I have, I forget what that's called, a stanchion maybe. It's something that you would usually see a ghetto clothes hanger pole on a wall, and then just a nipple on there, and then another socket that fits within the ID of the nipple, and the bulb itself is your standard gauge fitting, you know, household bulbs, and it is an LED, not an actual filament. So it's quite a fantastic looking thing. I believe it's 25 watts. It does actually produce just the perfect amount of light, like early in the morning or in the evening, when I'm leaving to work or coming back home and need just a little bit of light to give off so I can see where I'm going. And it is more than adequate. And it's a daily runner for me. I do use this quite often. And so it's just a lovely little lamp I enjoy. I think I might have some photos from when I was making the thing. You know, if I can find those, I'll stick them toward the end of this video. And so actually, you know, for those who are just curious, you know, I'm not, you know, holding any proprietary information on how I make this. So, you know, I think the cord itself is an extension cord, just so you know how this works. The cell phone charger goes into one plug and powers these small appliances, I will call them. And then I wired up a very, very short standard gauge wire with a plug that goes into the second plug on the extension cord and up to the socket itself. Of course, both of those are wired individually through their respective switches. You know, that's given. Very simple wiring, but pretty neat effect. Just thought I'd share. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care, guys. Talk to you again soon.